Shalom, Barak Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Makakadash. All praises and glories definitely do, especially in the times we're living in. Much respect to the apostles and others of Great Millstone, and to all the brothers out there doing the work. I say Shalom. All right. We're going to title this lesson, The Birthright and the Wicked. All right. And without further ado, we're going to get right into it. So I'm going to take you right to the birthright of both Esau and Jacob. Okay. And Esau came out first, if you don't know the story. Okay. And he came out red as a hairy garment. All right. And they named him Isashua. Isashua meaning wasted away is he, no pigment. You understand? So that's Esau, who, lastly hit himself as calling himself white in 1681. Okay? And that's what he is, because he's a fugitive and a vagabond. A vagabond don't mean a bum. That means he never keepeth at home. And Europe is not his home. Okay? Right? And neither is any of the 800 military bases that America has. Okay? So America is not his home. You understand that? All right? So, a vagabond means that he's a traveler. You understand that? So again, he never keepeth at home. All right? And that's to give you people some understanding. And that's why you have to understand the etymology of words. All right? So we're going to start with the birthrights. I'm going to give you Jacob's first. Okay? And this birthright is what? Your inheritance. Okay? For you Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans that make up 12 tribes. The Latino Native Americans are basically the 10 Indian tribes, the Northern Kingdom. So we just break it down that way to give people further understanding. Okay? To understand that, the tribe of Issachar, which you know them by through their corporate name, being called Mexicans, or the tribe of Ephraim, and Manasseh, which are, Ephraim is the Puerto Ricans, and Manasseh will be the Cubanos. Okay, these are all Indian tribes. Okay, and they were led by the head of the Northern Kingdom, the tribe of Ephraim. All right, here to the Americas after their Assyrian captivity. All right. So they were long here before Columbus ever got here, people, all right, to put them, into subjection, okay, put them in chains, put them on ships, and ship them back to Seville, Spain in chains, all right, and put on the auction blocks, all right, and of course genocide, those that, obviously resented this fact. All right, and fought against that. They were genocided. Chopped up, shot down. They were roasted over fire like pigs while they were alive. Okay, so there's all kind of wickedness going on. Okay, but thus began the Atlantic slave trade, and that's 126, 127 years before. They go and they kidnap, our brothers and sisters out of West Africa who are not African, but are of the southern tribes, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. You understand? All right. All right, anyway, let's get into this. Therefore, God give thee the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine. And again, this is our birthright for the Negro, Latino, and Native American, the Israelites. all right, who are the descendants of Jacob, all right. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. See that? So all the nations have to bow down to us. The Lord only made 18 nations, all right? So minus Israel, all right, minus us. You have Esau, Edom, all right, the white man, plus the other 16 heathen nations. They have to bow down to us. And it's going to tell you that Esau has to bow down. Be Lord over thy brethren. See that? To be Lord over thy brethren. And let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. So who is Jacob's brother? His elder brother who came out, minutes or seconds, before Jacob came out. One who came out first is Esau. And what does the prophecy say? The elder must serve the younger. All right? You understand that? That hasn't happened yet. So where's it going to happen? In the kingdom. All right? So let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. So Esau has to bow down to you. And this is what he doesn't want. Okay? He doesn't like this. All right? Cursed be everyone that curses thee, and blessed be he that blesses thee. All right? So there you go. This is what proves. This is your birthright. This is your inheritance. All right? Let's scroll down to Esau. So we'll start at verse 38 and read to 41. And Esau saith unto his father, who is Isaac, hast thou put one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. See that? He's been crying ever since because we got the birthright. So this nigga's trying to create his own birthright by carnal means. Okay? And that's what the hell is going on. All right? He wants to be, the immortal God kings, and priests of the earth here. All right? You understand that? Of course, ruling in wickedness, which is the way he has ruled, in wickedness, okay? Not in righteousness, all right? And you'll see all that through the precepts, through the understanding. You'll see all that. All right. So that's what this is all about, revenge, okay? For the birthright, the inheritance that we got and he didn't get. Okay, so he's been crying for all these centuries, still crying to this very moment. All right, and Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, behold, the dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven above. Didn't we just read that for us? All right. See, verse 28. Therefore God give thee the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth. Okay, and that's talking about living on the best lands. All right, that's what that means, people. All right, and do they not live on the best lands? Right, own everything. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live. See that? There's the difference in the birthrights, in our inheritance. See, so they would get everything through the sword, by bloodshed. What does it say in St. John's 10:10? The house thief cometh but to steal, kill, and destroy. Yeah, that's Esau. Okay? And the Lord goes on to say, but I have come so that the they meaning the Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, might have life and might have it more abundantly. You understand? People, you get that? All right. So he came here to steal, kill, destroy, to rape, rob, commit murderous genocide. And again, how to get America? They like to tell you that America was founded on Christian principles. No, America's founded on exactly what I just finished saying. It's founded on bloodshed. Okay? It's founded on the bloodshed of the Israelites, the removal of the landmarks, which you're not supposed to do if you're a Christian. So obviously these people are not Christian. That's a self-imposed label. You understand that? Christians wouldn't do that. And yet they came here under the banner of that false Christianity. All right? You know, that Renaissance plantation nonsense. All right? They came not only, you know, representing, you know, King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, but they came here as well under a papal bull. That papal bull was a document of discovery, okay, which meant that Aboriginal, natives, and indigenous people were not allowed to own any lands. That was written up and sanctioned in 1453 by Pope Nicholas V, constantly updated throughout the centuries, like it was updated in 1493, a year after Columbus got here. You understand that? Now, by the way, that document was never put into law till modern day here in America, Babylon the Great. So that should tell you plenty. Also, in the Constitution, the 13th Amendment, under citizens, what does it say there? Matter of fact, what's interesting about it, it uses the same words. Aboriginal, natives, and indigenous people, right? That was on the document of discovery. Well, those same words are used in the Constitution, in the 13th Amendment on the citizen, that you're considered to be 3/5 of a human being. So who's that talking about? Yeah, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You understand that? You get it, people? So you see, they fall by their own tongues, don't they? All right, and that's from, what is that, Psalm 64 and 8. All right, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and thou shalt serve thy brother, all right? And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, and thou shalt break his yoke off thy neck. And again, there is scripture that will tell you when they break the yoke off thy neck would be after he has destroyed you, all right? After whatever it was, 350 years of, you know, captivity, even though our captivity was even longer than that. We all know that, you know, again, when this Bible speaks, it speaks in parabolic form, okay, as a metaphor, all right? All right, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing. See that? That hatred is a perpetual hatred. Perpetual meaning it's never ending, everlasting, forever, all right? And the scriptures tell you that, all right? As well as when you look into that word perpetual, which you read in Ezekiel 35th chapter, around the 5th verse, all right? And again, that's all over the scriptures, people. Another place you'll find where that's pretty much explained is in Amos 1 and 11 as well, all right? And so Jacob, because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him, and Esau saith in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, and then will I slay my brother Jacob. You see that? And even Rebekah, the mother of Jacob and Esau, warned Jacob of Esau's promise and threats. All right, but he's been slaying us ever since, all throughout the centuries. All right? All right. Let's go to Revelations 6 and 4. All right? So now you understand that his blessing is the sword. You understand? That's how he would get everything. Got that? So he didn't get it through righteous means. He got it through wickedness. Okay? How are we getting our blessing? All right? Through righteousness. You understand that? That's our inheritance. Okay? Our birthright is our inheritance, and we get it through righteousness. All right? All right. And one of those ways is being patient. All right, you know what? We're going to end this here. We'll pick this up. We come right back with part 2 of the birthright and the wicked. All right? We'll be right back. Shalom.